In a jaw-dropping moment that left audiences gasping and social media ablaze, Dame Helen Mirren, the revered Oscar-winning actress, unleashed a scathing, no-holds-barred attack on Meghan Markle during a live taping of the Norton show on April 4, 2025. With the studio lights blazing and the crowd hanging on her every word, Mirren didn't just criticize Meghan, she eviscerated her, branding the Duchess of Sussex's latest Instagram venture, the As Ever brand, as a catastrophic display of narcissism and a pathetic, unnecessary quest for relevance. The 79-year-old icon, known for her sharp wit and unfiltered honesty, accused Meghan of exploiting her royal title for profit while masquerading as a humanitarian, leaving the audience and the internet in a state of shocked delirium. What was meant to be a light-hearted promotional segment for Mirren's latest film turned into a full-on Hollywood showdown, exposing the festering resentment toward Meghan's relentless self-aggrandizement. This wasn't just a critique, it was a public humiliation, a dramatic unmasking of a woman who, in Mirren's words, can't stop selling herself like a cheap trinket at a flea market. Buckle up, because this clash of titans reveals a Meghan Markle the world is finally waking up to, one drowning in controversy, contradiction, and catastrophic missteps. The fallout from Mirren's verbal onslaught was instantaneous. Social media platforms, especially X, erupted with reactions ranging from gleeful support to indignant defense of the former royal. But let's not kid ourselves, this wasn't some offhand remark or petty jab. Mirren, a titan of stage and screen with a career spanning 5 decades, doesn't mince words, and her attack was a calculated, fact-driven demolition of Meghan's carefully curated persona. The As Ever brand, Meghan's latest attempt to claw her way back into the public's good graces after a string of flops, was the spark that ignited Mirren's fury. Launched with a glossy Instagram post just days before the show, the brand promises authenticity and connection, buzzwords that, according to Mirren, ring hollow when tied to a woman who abandoned her royal duties only to cash in on the title she left behind. The timing couldn't have been worse for Meghan, whose return to Instagram in early 2025 had already raised eyebrows for its blatant commercial undertones. Mirren's tirade wasn't just a personal slight, it was a clarion call to a public growing weary of Meghan's endless cycle of self-promotion and victimhood. The As Ever debacle, a brand built on hypocrisy. Let's dissect this As Ever fiasco, shall we? Meghan's Instagram relaunch, complete with a soft-focus video of her frolicking on a Montecito beach, was billed as a triumphant return to social media after a 3-year hiatus. The account at Meghan quickly racked up followers, but the sheen wore off fast when fans noticed the not-so-subtle plug for As Ever, a vague, lifestyle-oriented brand that seems. Yet, instead of appreciating this royal generosity, Meghan and Harry treated it as a temporary crash pad while plotting their exit. Now that they realize the grass isn't greener in Hollywood, they want it back? Not happening. Prince Harry himself said it. I have lost my father. After years of attacking the monarchy, expecting Charles to welcome him back with open arms is sheer delusion. The king's message was loud and clear. Betrayal has consequences. You're no longer part of this institution. You made your bed, now lie in it. If Meghan and Harry's lavish California lifestyle was actually working out, would they even be bothering with Frogmore Cottage? Highly unlikely. Their attempts to position themselves as global influencers, media moguls, and Hollywood elites have failed spectacularly, leaving them in desperate need of a safety net. After their infamous Oprah interview, their tell-all Netflix series, and Harry's whiny memoir Spare, public sentiment has turned against them. Once viewed as underdogs, they are now widely seen as privileged complainers who exploited their royal ties for profit. Spotify axed their multi-million-dollar deal, with executives calling them grifters. Netflix is reportedly disappointed with their lackluster content. Meghan's lifestyle brand launch is already being mocked. With their entertainment empire collapsing, it's no wonder they are scrambling for a foothold back in royal life. Meghan desperately tried to worm her way into Hollywood's elite, but her fake activism and self-obsession haven't impressed power players like the Clooneys or Obamas. And now, with Jennifer Aniston reportedly calling her a grifter, it's clear that Hollywood isn't buying what they're selling. If Harry thought he could simply waltz back into royal life, he grossly miscalculated. Charles's firm rejection of his late-night plea is just the latest reminder that he has burned too many bridges to rebuild. What makes this rejection even more devastating is the symbolism. Frogmore was Harry and Meghan's last physical tie to royal life. By shutting the doors on them, King Charles made it clear that they are officially outsiders. Harry's once glorious royal standing has completely disintegrated, and he is only himself and Meghan to blame. With Charles slamming the door shut, it's Only a matter of time before Meghan spins this into yet another victimhood narrative. Expect upcoming PR leaks about how cruel King Charles is for rejecting Harry, how they were forced out of royal life with nowhere else to go, how Meghan tried to help but was vilified. It's the same exhausting playbook: blame the royals, cry victim, and hope for sympathy. But at this point, the public isn't buying it anymore. King Charles's firm rejection of Harry's desperate plea to stay at Frogmore Cottage marks the final nail in the Sussexes' royal coffin. Meghan and Harry made their choice to abandon duty, insult the monarchy, and chase Hollywood fame. But she never let go of the Duchess title that keeps her relevant. It's a move so cynical it's almost brilliant, except the cracks are showing and Mirren's the one holding the magnifying glass. A public shaming Meghan can't spin. What made Mirren's attack so devastating wasn't just its content, it was the delivery. Live on the Graham Norton show with no script to hide behind, Mirren turned a casual chat into a masterclass in public shaming. Graham Norton, usually the king of breezy banter, was visibly stunned as Mirren barreled on, dismissing Meghan's tearful sob stories and endless PR stunts. The audience, a mix of British regulars and international guests, didn't know whether to laugh or cringe as Mirren recounted Meghan's trajectory from Suits actress to royal renegade to wannabe influencer.